Welcome to next stop, mate.
Next stop.
The next stop, folks. Let's go. Awesome. Okay, folks, here we are. Bluey in the wild and Koozie the caveman out on the Cumberland, mate. On next stop. See what we got, folks. Okay, let's get out of here, guys. What's that, Bluey? Look, it looks like a beastin' brown snake, folks. Come on with us. Here we go, folks. Let's get in. We'll see you on
The next stop.
the next stop, folks. Okay, guys, we love it. Let's go on the next leg of the next stop show. Okay, folks, let's go see what we got on the next stop. Okay, guys, it's Saturday. Time to hit the ginge, mate. Let's get on the ginge out here. Beautiful, beautiful day out here in Narragansett Reserve at Doonside, mate, on the Cumberland with the Cumberland crew, mate. Gonna take you out for the walk today on Saturday. Out at the log, mate. First stop. Let's see what we got on the log, folks. The famous log. Let's go. Beautiful day, and we've got the log, mate. Welcome to the log. And welcome to the weekend, boys and girls. Yee-hoo! Next stop, an absolute doozy, guys. Amazing, amazing turtle out here on the Cumberland. It's the beautiful sawshell turtle. They usually come up from like the north a little bit more, so he's a little bit more down south than usual, but he's one of 5 species of turtles down here on Narragansett, mate. Just magnificent. Look at that beautiful crest on the back of his neck there. He'd just be out here ready to snavel on to whatever he can get a hold of, whether it be insects in mid-air. He'll be bang, strike them straight in mid-air, or little guppies in the water, floating insects, anything he can get a hold of, even scavenge around for whatever he can get a hold of like that too. Magic turtle, one of my favourite looking turtles they are. They've just got a big buff head on them. Haven't you, buff head? Yeah, he has. He's got a real chunky big set of legs on him too. Very strong turtle and robust, so absolute beautiful, beautiful turtle. You'd see a twinkle coming from his eyes every time he turns his head or blinks. Anyway, guys, we'll let this beautiful sawshell turtle out to his own devices and we'll get out, find out what we can find on the next stop, folks. An absolute bottler here. Oh, look at that gleam coming from his eye. That's magic. Yeah, no special effects. That's all natural. Must be the sun reflecting off a droplet on his eye. That is magic. Might just film that just for a little bit longer. I kind of like that effect, folks. So yeah, magic turtle out here. So I've probably seen 3 or 4 of this this variety of turtle, the sawshell, and beautiful, beautiful turtle. So off to the next stop, folks, and we'll leave this guy with the sparkle in his eye, mate, and we'll get out to the next stop, folks. See what we got on the absolute Saturday doozy, mate. A ripper. Our next stop out on the Cumberland, absolute ripper. Beautiful male eastern water dragon. He's just magnificent. He's only a juvenile, so he's going to get a lot more colours about him as he gets older. He's just down on the track there, keeping his eye out for some morsels to eat, bit of food. So yeah, he'll no doubt keep his eye out. And this is his favourite stretch. He's always on this little path here. He loves it, absolutely loves it, this guy. So yeah, he'll stay on this path as long as he can. He'll only move when people come along like me. And if it's me, as you see, he won't be too prone to move at all. He doesn't really care. He's used to me. Oh, you might have seen something here. Oh yeah, he snavelled something up then. See him get that little insect in? His eyes are so pin sharp, this guy. Yeah, beautiful little lizard out on the Cumberland. The magic male eastern water dragon. You can tell he's a male by that banded stripe from his eye back to his ear, the black stripe, and face is a lot more pale and they're a lot more colourful. Get a red chest as well. Next stop out on Narragansett, we're just following this little juvenile male eastern water dragon along the path here where he frequents and he feeds. Every day I see this guy, he wanders along this same path, and yep, he gets plenty of bugs and insects along here, so you'll probably notice now he'll keep his eye out, and sooner or later he'll get a hold of a little insect and snavel that. So his eyes are as sharp as a tack. He's got his eye on us a little bit at the moment. He's looking up in the tree. So that's the pineal eye they have, which is a third eye that's in the top of the head. It's got a retina with an optic lens attached to it and the nerve, but it's got like a semi-translucent scale over what was the eye, like going back hundreds of thousands of years ago. And he would have just sensed the shadow went over the top of him, because that pineal eye, that parietal eye, that would have sensed the shadow going over the top of his head. That third eye, it still actually registers picking up shadows and things like that. So, yep, that's why he looked up. He knew something had flown over the top of him, and just wanted to be aware of exactly what it was, because a kookaburra would take him still probably. He's just at that stage where he'd be almost safe, but he wouldn't risk it from a kookaburra. So yeah, beautiful eastern water dragon. Okay guys, the beautiful eastern water dragon, the juvenile male's next. He's just here on the track. He's having a bit of a feed. This is where he habitates his everyday life. He goes up and down this trail and he feeds on all of the multitude of different bugs and insects out here. So, you know, if we get lucky here, we might actually see him snavel an insect. Just grab one. So I'll zoom back just slightly, so we've got enough room just to capture him when he actually gets an insect here. So just keep your eye on him, and he'll tilt his head to the side when he does spot an insect, and he'll focus with one eye on that insect, and then he will snavel. It'll open his mouth and the tongue will come out, and it'll actually stick to his tongue, and he'll eat it. So we'll just give him a couple of minutes and wait and see when an insect comes by, and see the style that he does this with, folks. It's magnificent to watch. It really is. These animals are just sensational. Out on the Cumberland, look at this big fella, mate, doing the head bobs at me. Yeah, this is a big man of the pond, mate, this guy. He's an absolute bottler. Look at the size of him, mate. Beautiful red chest, massive jowls. Yeah, he's beautiful. He is the king of the pond with the log, mate, this guy. He's magic. And he'll retreat to the water at the first sign of danger. That is his defense mechanism. And he will bluff his way first. He'll puff out the throat, and he'll put his head real high up in the air and make himself look big as well. But yeah, his ultimate defense is straight into that water. At one more step and he'll be into the water. Gorgeous, gorgeous lizard, but hey, look at that magic big melon on this guy, mate. He's got a big head. And just back at the pond here, look at him, magnificent, on the edge of the beautiful pond out here in Narragansett. The pond with the log, mate. So yeah, he's magnificent, this guy. Just get in on him a bit more. That is magic, mate. Big male eastern water dragon out on the Cumberland. Absolute bottler, mate. What a doozy of a day out on the Cumberland. Nothing better. I love this, folks. It is just magnificent. This place is like no other place to me. Oh, magic looking eastern water dragon. Look at this guy. He's got some competition in the pond, mate, that big male, because this guy's a decent size, eh? Okay, folks, let's get out, find what we got on the next stop. What a doozy, guys. Off he goes for a swim in the pond, mate. Beautiful eastern water dragon. Nothing better, folks. That is sheer magic. Off he goes. Get up that log. No problem whatsoever, mate. Nods his head at me as if to say, I'm the king of the pond, mate, not you. Okay, next stop, out on the Cumberland. See what we got, folks. Mad jumper ant. Bulldog ant or jumper ant. Make a bit of pain to you. He's just creeping through the grass. I'm creeping towards my shoe soon. I don't want you to do that. Yeah, not the most pleasant guys, these ones. Beautiful, beautiful chestnut teal duck. You can probably see a little bit that it's got that green sheen to the head and those beautiful red eyes. He looks similar to the mallard's duck, but he's actually a native, this guy. A little bit smaller than the mallard's duck, and he has that beautiful green tinge to his head. Yeah, next stop out on the Cumberland, absolute bottler, the beautiful chestnut teal duck, the male this one is. So off we go, find out what we got on the next stop, folks. What a doozy this guy is. Magnificent. Next stop out on the Cumberland, the white-faced heron, a staple of the Cumberland wetlands. It's out here looking for anything it can find. He can feed on the water or on the land. He's there probably looking for some guppies and other small fish and some small eels. And yeah, those dragonflies that are close to him, they'll be a tasty morsel for him too. And he'll actually come onto the wetlands, onto the land, and he'll pick around for skinks and small snakes and anything else he can get. Yeah, he just feeds on even worms. He'll get anything out of the ground, and that big bill of his, that big beak, can reach just about anywhere. So, mad stop, next stop out on the Cumberland. What a doozy, eh? Saturday morning special. Let's see what we got on the next stop, folks. Absolute ripper. Next stop, find these guys anywhere, mate. The beautiful eastern water skink. They don't even have to be around the water. This guy's just out in the middle of the bushland. Not much water around him, but he loves it out here on the Cumberland. Just sitting on that big stump there, waiting for some little insects to come his way. And he'll rip into those little insects. So beautiful, beautiful eastern water skink out on the Cumberland. A staple of the Cumberland Plains. Just magic. Love these little guys. Okay, we better get out and find out what we got on the next stop, folks, eh? Doozy. Absolute bottler. The things you see on the log, you don't expect at the log. So top day out here on the Ginge, mate. We're getting on the Ginge and getting out there and seeing what we got. So next stop, Snake Alley, guys. The magic of Snake Alley on the Cumberland. Let's go, guys. Let's head out on Snake Alley, guys. Bottler of a place, Snake Alley, mate. Okay, folks, next stop down on the Cumberland, down by the ponds here. And what do we got down here, folks? Beautiful, big, solid red belly too. Magic stop, next stop out on the Cumberland, mate. A beautiful red belly, big, solid fella too. He's just having a look through the grass there. Oh, magnificent. There he is, the beautiful red belly out on the Cumberland. Having a look down by the side of the creek there. Magic, magic red belly out on the Cumberland. Absolute Bobby Dazzler of a day out here on the Cumberland. Yeah, he's on the hunt next to the pond, this guy. Probably for some little ducklings. I noticed there's some new hatchling ducklings just down here too, by the edge of the pond here, so he's probably looking around for those, this guy. He's onto some scent. Tell, look at him. And what he's doing there, burrowing around a bit. So look at him. Burrowing around down there. Mad looking looking snake in the undergrowth down at the pond, mate. Next stop's an absolute bottler. Just follow this bloke around and see if we can see him snavel anything. Be good to see him get a hold of something down here, a skink or a little duckling or something. That'd be just sensational. That's beautiful, beautiful red belly out here in the Cumberland. What he's doing, he's digging around for something. Must have sensed something down there in the grass, because he's having a good old sniff around. Beautiful next stop out here on the Cumberland. So let's get down there and see. You can see what he's up to, this guy. Mad stop. Oh, mad next stop, mate. Check this red belly out. Hunting around down by the side of the creek here. He might be after something on the hunt. He's got some heat into the body now, so he just wants to go and hunt, I reckon. Ah, magic. Look at this guy. He's on the scent of something. You can see him just flicking that tongue out over and over again. It's like that Jacobson's organ has definitely picked something up here. And look at this guy, mate. What a marvel. What an absolute marvel this guy is, eh? See what he's up to. He's getting through the grass. Here he is, just making his way through the grass. Wonder what he's seeing, what he's after. Zoom back a bit.
Guys, how cool was that? Snake Alley, mate. Always something on Snake Alley. And the log as well. What a doozy the log was today, mate. Surprise, surprises. So let's get out on the next stop and find out what we got on the Saturday Cumberland Nature Crew walk with Keezy the Caveman. Okay, let's get out there. Okay guys, welcome to the pond stop, mate. Let's see what we got down this neck of the woods in the pond today. Always something cool in the pond stop, folks. So let's have a look and see what we got on the pond stop today, folks. A doozy. Let's go, folks. Check this one. What magic. He's up and about to get down the pond with me now, folks. Okay folks, let's flip on down the pond, mate, for a flippin' good time, eh? Okay, get through there. Didn't get tangled up today. What a ripper that was. Okay, see what we got out on the pond today. Come on guys, through this way. You know the way by now, guys. See what we got out here on the pond stop, mate. Ah, magic. Beautiful moorhens and the baby out there. You can see one baby now and the three adult ones here, but yeah, you can only see just one little baby there. So there was, well, I did see three before, so hopefully we catch up with those guys somewhere. I'll just zoom back, see what else we can find. Oh, what have we got down here? Oh, I've seen something down here. Ah, here we go. Gorgeous, gorgeous eastern water dragon, mate. Just beautiful on the Cumberland, mate. Absolute bottle of the pond. Never fails to deliver this beautiful pond. Yeah, so she's out there getting some sun out on the Cumberland. And just zoom back a bit. See if I can see these, yeah, there's one, a little baby, so never know what's going on with the other ones. So many predators, especially this time of year. You've got the goannas, the lace monitor, and of course the birds of prey as well. So yeah, we'll zoom back. We'll just come around this side, see if we can find something else down on this log here. So just have a quick look. Oh, awesome. There's the baby eastern water dragon. Better not scare him off, folks. He is tiny. Can probably just see him just down here. Can just see him just down here. Look at that little guy. He is miniature, eh? Looks like he just had something to eat too. Yep, got something. No, he got a tiny little morsel there. So he's still alive and he's still alright. Got to watch these little critters, the young ones, eh? They get popped off pretty easy out in nature. So tops to see him still out and about. He's an absolute ripper, this guy. So we'll get out, find out what we got on the next stop, folks. An absolute bottler. Let's get back out of there. Okay, he's ducked those passion fruit vines. Some mad passion fruits here, eh? Look at this. Can't wait till summer, like when these are ripe, because they're absolutely everywhere, eh? Look all up the trees. I'll certainly be having some passion fruits for dessert when those are ripe, mate. Okay, let's have another look out on the pond. Oh, I can see another bigger water dragon down there too. I'm not sure if we'll be able to see him, but let's have a look and see if we can get down there just over the back. You can just see the back end of this one. It's like another female. So that's magic. And yeah, the pond going off on a Saturday. Just magic out on the pond. Look at that, guys. Magnificent. Okay, we better get out of here and find out what we've got on the next stop, folks. But yeah, looks like actually I can see another moorhen up a bit further through all the trees and that. Hang on, I think I'll just get us back around and see if I can't get a better look at these moorhens, because I think the little babies are still there, the three of them. If I can just squeeze through here, might be able to just see out in the distance. I did see, yeah, there's a couple of them there, and I did see one up further, so that's a ripper, mate. Little moorhens are still all right, nothing's got them yet. So out we go, and just get back out of there, and we'll get out of here, folks, eh? Untangle ourselves. Oh, here we go, around here, duck under that again. Quick look at the beautiful pond, mate, just before we get out of here. Yeah, there's those moorhens. There's still three of them left there. Yeah, there's a couple up further up here too. So yeah, the little moorhens are still all right out here. Okay, folks, let's get out of here. Up through the vines and that. Don't get tangled up like me yesterday, coating myself. Okay, beauty, folks. Watch here, magic down the pond, mate. Beautiful, beautiful. Next stop, beauty, mate. Let's see what we got. Next stop, out on the Cumberland, mate. Beauty. Ah, the beauty of Narragansett. Absolutely gorgeous, mate. The beautiful pond land. This is where the log is. This is the pond that harbours the log, mate. Absolutely beautiful. So many birds and different animals down in this section. And what have we got here? Oh, what, no way. See a magic looking red belly down here. Never seen this guy down here before. Oh, there he is. Look at this guy. Beautiful red belly. That's the magic of the pond here, mate. The log. You just don't know what you're going to find down the log, mate. What a doozy. That is a cracking, beautiful sized red belly too, mate. Really nice. And as you can see, we're right on the edge of the pond here, mate. Look at that. Beautiful pond section too here. So I'll just try and get a little bit of footage of this fella here. Got the tongue going already. Oh, look at that gorgeous red belly. Out on the Cumberland. We're on the Ginge, mate. And what a top day on the Ginge. On the Narragansett Reserve with Koozie the caveman. And we'll just try and sneak in on this beautiful, beautiful red belly here, mate. Oh, he's off. He's off into the bushes. Up he goes a bit further. And we'll let him go on his merry way. And well, a couple other fellas didn't like him either, these guys here. Hey, didn't you like that? Beautiful red belly. Oh, someone got snapped. Ah, top next stop. Oh, we've got a contender here. Look at this guy. We've got another big male out here on the pond, mate. Good size too. Oh, he's gorgeous, this guy. Magic looking eastern water dragon. Look at this guy. He's got some competition in the pond, mate, that big male, because this guy's a decent size, eh? Okay, folks, let's get out and find what we got on the next stop. What a doozy, guys. Off he goes for a swim in the pond, mate. Beautiful eastern water dragon. Nothing better, folks. That is sheer magic. Off he goes. Get up that log. No problem whatsoever, mate. Nods his head at me as if to say, I'm the king of the pond, mate, not you. Okay, next stop, out on the Cumberland. See what we got, folks. There he is, folks. One of my very favourite birds out on the Cumberland, the eastern rosella. These guys are just magnificent. Absolutely gorgeous, the eastern rosella. One of my favourite birds, definitely. Just a beautiful animal. Those colour combinations are just like no other bird. They honestly are. They're just beautiful. They've got lime green, they've got yellow, they've got reds, they've got that beautiful white cheeks on the face, and a lovely, lovely sky blue all down that tail. They are one of the most beautiful birds that you would ever see out on the Cumberland. And they frequent the wetlands and the grasslands. They like to feed on all the seeding grasses and the fruiting plants. They love those as well. And they're a very placid bird compared to most of the birds. They're very quiet, and you never see these guys causing any problems. Hey, he's shaking a tail feather, mate, this guy. He is gorgeous. Yeah, one of the most beautiful birds you would ever see on the Cumberland. Look at those gorgeous, like lime greens between the yellow and the red there. Oh, magnificent. Yeah, definitely a favourite bird out on the Cumberland, and a revered pet as well. People just adore these guys because their nature is so sweet. Not like some birds where they're like raucous and they're playful. These guys are more sweet and they're really, really placid as a bird. Very seldom do you see these guys bite. So, magnificent day out here on the Cumberland. Absolutely loving this. The eastern rosella of the Cumberland. Nothing better, folks. I'd say it's up there with my favourite parrots in the whole world, folks. Just amazing parrot, eh? Yeah, this guy definitely up there with the most beautiful coloured birds in the world. I mean, you can talk about macaws and all of the paradise birds and as many parrots. The rainbow lorikeet is absolutely magnificent, but for me, the eastern rosella, it just has that combination of colours that you rarely see on another parrot. And their placid, beautiful nature just makes them one of the most revered pet birds in the world as well. But in the wild, on the Cumberland, where they belong, mate, they really stand out as a bird like no other. See those gorgeous yellows and limes, all different sorts of colours. So they like it out on the wetlands. Oh, look at those aquas and blues all through that guy. That's what I mean. The coloration and the patterning like no other. Okay, guys, he's off, and so are we on the next stop, folks. What an absolute crackerjack doozy of a stop that was. Ah, the magic eastern rosella, eh? Look at this gorgeous eastern rosella. Just waiting to go back in its nest box, I think. Just magic. One of my favourite birds, eh? The eastern rosella. Best colours on any bird I think I've ever seen. Just that combination. You just don't see that combination. That beautiful all red hood with the little white cheeks, eh? They're just so pretty. And those aqua blues, they're the ones that get me. Down on the tail and the sides of the wings, just magnificent. The eastern rosella,
definitely one of my favourite birds out here on the Cumberland, if not the favourite. Oh, magic. Look at this beautiful, beautiful eastern rosella, guys. Magic eastern rosella out on the Cumberland, mate. Off he goes. Next stop out on the Genge, mate. Last stop at the Genge. It's the beautiful male eastern water dragon, just getting some sun down near the pond, down by the pond's edge. Just magnificent. So I'll take you out with this shot of the beautiful male eastern water dragon down by the ponds, guys. Let's have a look and zoom back a bit. There he is, mate, a magic eastern water dragon down at the ponds at the Genge, mate. I'll take you out with this last station, the last stop on the Cumberland Express, mate. Beautiful, beautiful eastern water dragon, mate. Look at that magic looking fella. That is just sensational, guys. That's just sensational, guys. Out on the Cumbo, the last stop on the Cumbo Express with Keezy the Caveman and the Cumberland Nature Crew, mate. Off we go. I'm off me Genge, mate. It's time to go home. I'm off me Genge. Alright folks, let's get out, get home, find out what we got on the next stop back home. Woohoo! Have a doozy, guys. Hey guys, that was the last stop on the Cumbo Express for the Saturday doozy walk, mate. And it's time to get back home, and I'll see you guys tomorrow on the next stop. Same place, same time, mate. So as for now, I'm off the Genge, mate. I'm off me Genge. So I'll see you tomorrow, folks, and we'll be back on the Genge, mate, and down at Narragansett Reserve or somewhere else, and we'll get to the next episode of Next Stop, folks. So till then, see you later, guys. Have a good night, eh? Absolute doozy. Look at that. Woohoo! Have a doozy, guys.